Welcome to the afternoon session. As I promised in the morning, I told you that you will be allocated with a dedicated mentor come guide. So now I am going to introduce Vasavi Madam. She is Vasavi. She will be working like a mentor come guide for you. So whatever doubts, whether it is for subject matters, whether it is schedules or attendance, or you are not able to connect, whatever issue is there related to the entire coaching, you can always contact with her. She is there already in our group, STC group, and you can post a message, special addressing to Vasavi ma'am. She is well qualified. She has done her MSc also, and now preparing for a NET exam. So she will be always in touch with you. Okay, children. Now we will move on to our main session today. As I told you, afternoon we have physics class today. So this physics class, Mr. Srinivas sir, he is Mr. Srinivas. He has done his MSc physics from OU, Usmania University. You know Usmania University, it is one of the reputed 100 years old university and very famous university in India. So from there, he has completed his MSc physics. Afterwards, almost 10 to 15 years of experience teaching only physics. So he is highly qualified and highly experienced. Now he is going to be your class faculty for physics subject. From now, he will be coming for the physics classes. And today, this whole week, as I already told you, going to be introductory physics only. He is not going to touch the main syllabus, but introduction to physics, especially mathematics oriented physics. You may wonder why mathematics is required for physics. So physics is nothing but an extension or application of mathematical concepts into physics. Without mathematics, there is no physics at all. So you need to understand the basic mathematics. You don't have to go very deep of mathematics, but some basics. What are the important concepts related to mathematics which are involved in physics? Those things he will be going to explain. And from there, we will slowly build up next higher level. And from next week onwards, most probably, we will be starting your basic advanced level of your physics. That is your real +1, +2 syllabus. This is how these sessions will be going. Now I will hand over to Mr. Srinivas sir. Go ahead.
Thank you.
I would like to ask my dear students whether you are able to listen me or not, Lalit.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Because mic is connected to sir, so I am just speaking off the mic. So if you are able to hear me, then it is fine. Otherwise, I would have to. I have to take next time that mic. Are you able to hear? My voice is audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's
Clearly.
great. That's great. Now Srinivas sir. So he is now going to take physics.
Hi children, how are you? Yeah,
Fine,
I'm Srinivas. I will be taking physics classes for you, right? Hello. Yeah. Hi children. So you have to go through mathematical formulas in our physics compulsory. So before going in deep into our physics subject, you must go through compulsory mathematical formulas like logarithms, differentiations, integrations, and finding of slope of any line. So quadratic equations. So many are there. So especially in your first year syllabus, motion in a straight line, particularly in motion in a plane, in some elasticity lesson. So you have to knowledge about mathematical functions. Okay, how to calculate mathematical functions, and in some lessons you have to calculate the percentage of any given physical quantity. So that is why the basic mathematics is very much required for you. So let me introduce about the basic maths. So I am going to teach you today. So actually, how many are there? So let me say, so logarithms, first one, and second one trigonometrical ratios, trigonometry, and the third one is differentiations, differentiation, right? And the fourth one is integration, right? And the fifth one, finding slope. And the sixth one, quadratic equations. Quadratic equations. Okay. So you must go through, you have to have minimum knowledge about logarithms, trigonometrical functions, differentiations, integration, finding the slope of the line, and quadratic equation, etc. Right, students? So I can start logarithm. See, we say this is log x base e, log x base e, and we pronounce this as log x base 10, log x base e, log x base 10. So these two are different in logarithm functions. So log x base e is related to 2.303 into log x base 10. So this is the relation between log x base e and log x base e and log x base 10, right? So actually this e value we can write 2.71 something. E value is 2.71. So here some logarithm functions are there, children. See, suppose if we have e power x is equals to y, right? So we can write this is x is equals to log y base e. Okay. If you have e power x is equals to y, then we can write x is equals to log y base e. And suppose you have x power 10 power x is equals to y, then you can write x is equals to log y base 10. Children, log y base c, this can be also written as ln y. Ln means log y base e, right? Log, so this can also written as lg y, right? Log y base e, log y base 10. So the relation between log x base e and log y log x base 10 is, here I have written here on the board, log x base e is equal to 2.303 into log x base 10, right? See, 1 minute. Right. Children, log AB. So how it can be written? Log AB is equals to log A plus log B, right? Log AB, log AB. So this is the product of A and B. Product of A and B can be written as log A plus log B. And log A divided by B. So this A divided by B within the brackets. So this can be written as log A minus log B. Yeah, are you getting? See. So log x base c and log x base 10. So there is a relation between log x base c and log x base 10 like this. Log x base c is equal to 2.303 into log x base 10. For example, log 2 base 10 is equals to 2.303 into log 2 base e is equals to 2.303 into log 2 base 10. We can write like this. Okay. Right. See, log AB, log A plus log B, log A by B, log A minus log B. Right. So suppose we have like this, log AB by C. How can we written? How can it be written? Log AB minus log C. So you consider AB as a whole term. So log, suppose take AB as x, right? X by C. Suppose a by b, a by c, log a by b, what? Actually, we have written here log a minus log b. So like that, log ab, first you write log ab minus log c. And afterwards here, log of ab, according to this formula, you can split this. According to this formula, you can split log a plus log b minus log c. Okay, right. Suppose if you have like this, log AB divided by CD. So how can you write this? How can you split this? So first you write log AB minus log CD, and afterwards you can split log AB according to this formula, log A plus log B, and this minus of log C plus log D. So afterwards we can simplify that, this log A plus log B minus log C minus log D. So simple mathematical logarithmic functions, right? Sorry, yes. Suppose the most important numbers are there. Suppose log 10 base 10. So this value you should remember, log 10 base 10 is 1. Okay, I am writing here. So log 10 base 10 value is 1. Log 2 base 10 value is 0.3. Okay, like this we can write. So log 3 base 10 is equals to 0.47. So log 2 value, log 3 value, log 10 value, you should remember up to some important values. So otherwise, if you want to see all the values we have, we can see in the clock table, means logarithm, we have actually in our library a logarithmic table available there. So in this we can see sine table, cosine table, logarithmic table. Okay, so in that we can see all the values. So logarithms, log AB, log A by B. So e power x is equals to y, x is equal to log y base e. So this can also said to be ln y, right? 10 to the power of x is equal to y, x is equal to, right, log y base 10 lg y or log y. So the relation between log x base e is equals to 2.303 into log x base 10. Okay, right. We can write like this also. So log x base 10 is equals to 0.4343 log x base c. So anything we can write according to depending upon the mathematical function which is present there in our calculation. See, yeah. After we are going to discuss about differentiation. This is very, very important for you. Differentiation and integration is very, very important. And so we will not go in deep into the integration and differentiation. So up to some level we can discuss. So now we are going to discuss about differentiation and some problems also. Yeah. I can make you understand some problems also. So especially in our physics, in our +1 syllabus, in motion in a straight line and motion in a plane. So definitely you have to use this knowledge. Definitely, yeah. So differentiation. Right. Differentiation. Okay. Right. So here you have so many formulas you have to remember or you have to butify whatever. So you must have this knowledge compulsory. So differentiation starts with d by dx of d by dx of. So d by dx of constant value is equal to 0, right? So I will make you understand by some giving some problems also, no problem. So first of all, you have to follow me whatever I am writing on the board. D by dx of constant value is 0. So actually, which number is considered as constant means, so it is a function in which x term is not present. So constant value, actually what is considered as constant means, it is a function in which x term is not there, then only it is considered as constant value. And d by dx of x to the power of n. So it is a function of x. So what can we write actually? F of x. F of x is equals to x to the power of n. D by dx of x to the power of n is equals to n into x to the power of n minus 1. D by dx of x power n is equals to n into x to the power of n minus 1. Right? Yeah. And d by dx of log e log x. So we can take log x base e. This value can be written as 1 by x. D by dx of log x is what actually? D by dx of log x 1 by x. D by dx of d by dy. Suppose if we take y here and y here, we can get the answer like 1 by y. D by dx of log x is equal to 1 by x. And d by dx of x to the power of n is equals to n into x to the power of n minus 1. Right? So here d by dx of e power x is equals to e power x. D by dx of e power x is equals to e power x. And d by dx of e power ax can be written as a into e power ax. So apart from x, some constant value is there. This constant value can be multiplied in front of the actual function e is equal to actual function e to the power of ax. See, and d by dx of e to the power of ax plus c. Suppose function is like this. Function is like this. D by dx of e to the power of ax plus b. So we can write like this. A into e to the power of ax plus b. Ax plus b, right? Okay. So there are some little difference and a lot difference are there. D by dx of constant value 0. D by dx of x to the power of n into x to the power of n minus 1. D by dx of log x base e is equals to 1 by x. D by dx of e to the power of x is equals to e to the power of x. And d by dx of e power ax. This a will be multiplied a into e to the power of ax. And d by dx of e to the power of ax plus b. So here b is considered as constant value. Why? Because it is not having the x function, x term. So ax is there. So that is why this a will be written in front of the e to the power of ax plus b whole function. Okay. Right. After this, if we take some trigonometrical functions, like d by dx of sin x, d by dx of sin x is equals to cos x, right? D by dx of cos x is equals to minus sin x, right? D by dx of tan x is equals to secant square x. D by dx of, so d by dx of sin x is equal to, children, d by dx of sin x is equal to cos x. D by dx of cos x is equal to minus sin x. D by dx of tan x is equal to secant square x. D by dx of cot x is equals to minus cosecant square x, right? D by dx of secant x is equals to secant x into tan x. Okay, right? D by dx of cosecant x is equals to minus cosecant x into cot x, minus cosecant x into cot x. So children, you feel some of formulas are easy and some of formulas are hard. So whatever you are very much required these formulas, okay, in our calculations in order to clear our calculations, especially in mechanics and dynamics. Okay. See, once again, I am repeating once again. So these are basic differentiations. D by dx of constant value is always 0. D by dx of x power n is equal to n into x to the power of n minus 1. Right, d by dx of log x base c is equal to 1 by x. D by dx of e power x is equal to e power x. Suppose if you have d by dx of e power ax, so then a into e to the power of ax we can write. Right, d by dx of e to the power of ax plus b is equals to a into e to the power of ax plus b. Right, so coming to trigonometrical function, d by dx of sin x is equal to cos x. See, d by dx of sin x is equal to cos x. D by dx of cos x is equal to not sin x minus sin x. Okay, we have to be very careful by putting minus here. Sin x is equal to cos x, but cos x is equal to not sin x minus sin x, right? Okay. Here, d by dx of tan x is equal to secant square x, and d by dx of cot x is equal to minus cosecant square x. See, right? D by dx of secant x is equal to secant x into tan x. D by dx of cosecant x is equals to minus cosecant x into cot. Right. And we have three more differentiations are there. See, d by dx of, suppose we have two functions, f1 of x and f2 of x. They are multiplied. So means we have like AB pattern, AB or CD or UV like this. So within the differentiation, we have two functions, f1x into f2x. How can we write this? So here, f1x into d by dx of f2 of x plus, okay, I'm writing here. So please note it down. Children, so yeah, are you understanding clearly this? Please speak out.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So please note it down. Yeah, okay. So this one I am writing again here. So there is actually no sufficient place to write. So d by dx of the product of two functions, f1x into f2x. So this can be written as f1x into d by dx of f2x plus f2x into d by dx of f1x. Okay, suppose this is first function. Okay, it has some x, suppose ax plus b or cx plus d. So you have to take first f1x without any changing, and you have to take second function. You have to take the differentiation for the second one. So first into differentiation of the second plus second into differentiation of the first function. Suppose consider first function and second function, children. So I am writing first function as it is and into derivation of the second function, and plus second function as it is I am writing and derivation of the first function. So this is multiplication of two functions. Okay. If we write about division of function, f1 x divided by f2 x, right? See here formula is, first you have to write second function and multiplied by differentiation of the first function, put minus, and here f1x into differentiation of second function whole divided by square of second function, square of second function. So like this. Okay. So students, d by dx of ax plus b. So d by dx of, I am taking as a function of x. Okay. So d by dx of ax plus b. So what is the meaning for f of x means? So we can write ax plus b or cx, whatever we want. Okay, ax plus b, cx plus d, 2x plus 3, okay, 4x plus 5, whatever. So it must have term with x variable. Okay. See some examples. I can make you some. I will give you some questions. I will discuss question. See, how many are there, Amma? So d by dx of x to the power of n is equal to n into x to the power of n minus 1, right? And d by dx of sine x is equal to cos x. D by dx of cos x is equal to minus sine x. Okay. D by dx of tan x is equal to secant square x. D by dx of cot x is equal to minus cosecant square x. D by dx of secant x is equal to secant x into tan x, right? D by dx of cosecant x is equal to minus cosecant x into tan cot x. And a function of product of the two functions. First function into differentiation of the second function plus second function into differentiation of the first function. Whereas division of functions, f1 x by f2 x. Please observe, second function into derivation of the first function minus first function into derivation of the second function whole divided by square of the second function. Okay. And d by dx of e power x is equal to e power x. D by dx of e power ax is equals to a into e to the power of ax. D by dx of e to the power of ax plus b can be written as a into e to the power of ax plus b, right? So let us do some problems, right? X power 4 plus 3x square minus 2. X into sin x. Third one. X by sin x. Fourth one. 3x plus 5 to the power of 6. Okay. First, let us see this. So it is in the form of x to the power of n and x to the power of n and constant. it is in the form of u into v. X is one function, sin x is another function. So we can consider u and v. X and sin x both are functions with respect to x. Here 3x plus 5 to the power of 6. See, actually, yeah, differentiation, we have to do differentiation. D by dx of x to the power of 4 plus 3x square minus 2. So we have to individually apply differentiation. So I am writing individually d by dx of x power 4 plus d by dx of 3x square minus d by dx of 2. We'll go through the mathematical functions which I have written on the board already. See, so d by dx of x to the power of n is equals to n into x to the power of n minus 1. N into x to the power of n minus 1, right? D by dx of x to the power of n is equal to n into x to the power of n minus 1. D by dx of x to the power of 4 is equals to 4 into x to the power of 4 minus 1, right? Plus, so here, these 3 can be considered as constant. So this 3 can be written outside. So we can write like this: 3 into d by dx of x square minus d by dx of 2. D by dx of 2. This 2 is without x. This 2 is without x, is considered as constant. So what I told actually in the first formula, d by dx of constant is equals to 0. So d by dx of 2 is equals to 0, right? So right here. So d by dx of x square, d by dx of x square, again d by dx of x to the power of n into x to the power of n. So what can we write now? D by dx of x square is equals to d by dx of x square is equals to 2 into x, no? Right. So I'm writing here. Right. So this 4 into x to the power of 4 minus 1, 3 plus 3 into d by dx of x square. So this can be 2 into x. Okay. And minus 0. So need not to write minus. So which is equals to 4x cube plus 3 to the 6x. So children, if you are asked to differentiate this given equation x to the power of 4 plus 3x square minus 2, you have to differentiate in this manner. So finally we have got the value 4x cube plus 6x. Okay. Right. So here x sin x, how can we do? See, d by dx of x sin x, d by dx of x sin x. So this is a function f1 and this is function f2. So before 2 minutes only I have written on the board d by dx of function 1 into function 2 is equals to function 1 into differentiation of function 2 plus function 2 into differentiation of function 1. Okay, right. So if you want we can write out afterwards, right? Cm. So d by dx of x into sin x. So this is first function and this is second function. We have to consider like this. It is a product of two functions, So already we have formula, what? f1x into d by dx of f2x plus f2x into d by dx of f1x. So we have to apply this here. See, function 1 x into d by dx of sin x. Here, x into dy dx of sin x. First function into differentiation of second function plus second function into differentiation of first one, right? So x into dy dx of sin x. So x into children, what is the value of dy dx of sin x? Please go back to the pages. Dy dx of sin x is equal
Cos
to
x.
cos x. Very good. So dy dx of sin x is equal to cos x plus sin x into d by dx of x. So d by dx of x. Suppose so x is equals to x is nothing but x to the power of 1. You can consider like that. And we have this formula d by dx of x to the power of n is equals to n into x to the power of n minus 1. No? So here x is nothing but x to the power of 1. So nothing but we have to assume that n is equal to 1. We have to assume that n is equal to 1. So put n is equal to 1. 1 into x to the power of 1 minus 1. So 1 into x to the power of 0. So x to the power of 0 value always 1. So this is simple mathematical logic. X power 0 is equals to 1. So 1 into 1 is equals to 1. So here d by dx of x is always 1. Means actually, see children, d by dx of x is equals to 1 and d by dy of y is equals to 1. Okay, d by ds of s is equals to 1. So actually dx by dx, we can also consider like this, dx by dx. In the numerator dx and in the denominator dx cancelled out by dx, 1, dy by dy, ds by ds. So for understanding purpose, we can assume like this also. Okay. So here coming to the problem, d by dx of x. So the value of this total term will be 1. So into 1. So our final answer will be, so x cos x plus sin x. X cos x plus sin x, right? So these are different models, children. See, in the first problem we have used d by dx of x to the power of n. In the second problem we have used the formula d by dx of u into v method, d by dx of function 1 into function 2 method, right? Okay, clear? Yeah. Moving to third question. Okay. Okay, children, for this formula actually, so ax plus b to the power of n d by dx of ax plus b to the power of n can be written as n into a, right? N into a and ax plus b to the power of n minus 1 actually. So if you get any function like ax plus b to the power of n format, so how can you differentiate? Means by using this formula, d by dx of ax plus b to the power of n can be written as n into a into ax plus b to the power of n minus 1. See, this formula you should remember. This is very important formula for this kind of problems. If you get for this kind of problems, this is very important formula to use, right? Here 3x plus 5 to the power of 6. So comparing the given function to this equation, so in the place of a we have 3, in the place of b we have 5, in the place of n we have 6. No, so we can write d by dx of 3x plus 5 to the power of 6 can be written as, so n into a, 6 into 3, 18 into ax plus b, 3x plus 5, 3x plus 5. Here n is there, in the answer n minus 1 will be there. So here 6, we should write here 5. So please take care while writing. Ax plus b to the power of n can be written as n into a. So a means actually what? A is the coefficient of the function of f. So not b we have to take. So don't take a. Yeah, n into a, ax plus b to the power of n minus 1. So similarly, any kind of example we can write 3x plus 5, 4x plus 6, okay, whatever. Right. This is one example. Okay, right. Next model. E to the power of 5x plus 3. Next, e to the power of 5x plus 3. So d by dx of e to the power of 5x plus 3. So I already gave you formula. D by dx of e to the power of ax plus b is equal to a into e to the power of ax plus b, no? Right? So by using that formula, you can easily write this answer. So 5 into e to the power of 5x plus 3. Okay. E to the power of ax plus b is equals to a into e to the power of ax plus b, right? So a into a means what here? 5. 5 into e to the power of 5x plus 3. Okay. Right. Suppose if I take like this. One plus x divided by e power x. See, 1 plus x divided by e power x. Please understand, 1 plus x is the first function and e power x is the second function. So f function f1 divided by function f2. It is in the form of f1 by f2. So differentiation of this is d by dx of 1 plus x divided by e power x can be written as, see, once you recall, d by dx of function 1 divided by function 2, the value of this is function 2 into differentiation of function 1 minus function 1 into differentiation of function 2 whole divided by function 2 whole square. Function 2 whole square. See, function 2 e to the power of x into d by dx of 1 plus x minus function 2 1 plus x, function 1 plus x into d by dx of e power x whole divided by whole square of function 2. See, e power x d by dx of 1 plus x, d by dx of 1 plus, separately calculate it, d by dx of 1 plus x. Friends, d by dx of 1 plus x, split it again, d by dx of 1 plus d by dx of x. So I already told you d by dx of 1 is considered as constant. So the value of constant is 0. Okay, plus. So here only earlier I told that dx by dx value 1, ds by ds value 1, dp by dp value 1, okay, dx by dx value 1. So total 0 plus 1 is equals to 1. So d by dx of 1 plus x value, d by dx of 1 plus x value 1. So I am writing into 1. So the value of this total will be like this: e to the power of x into d by dx of 1 plus x, put minus 1 plus x into. So you have the formula for d by dx of ex, no? D by dx of x is equals to d by dx of e to the power of x is equal to e to the power of x, right? There is no change in that. E to the power of x divided by e power x whole square. So this can be written as ex minus 1 plus x to the power of 1 plus x into e to the power of x divided by e to the power of 2x, e to the power of 2x. So this can be written as e power x whole power 2 can be written as e to the power of x into 2. So actually mathematics, quarter a power m whole power n can be written as a power m into n. So this is one formula. Later actually I will tell you. So a power m whole power n is equals to a power m into n. So that is why we can write e power x whole power 2 is equals to e to the power of x into 2. E to the power of x into 2 means e to the power of 2x. E to the power of 2x. So this is how actually we can understand the process of the calculator of differentiation functions. Right. See, we take another problem. Okay, any doubt, Amma? Please.
No, sir.
Yeah, okay.
No, sir.
Yeah. Next problem. X square into cos x. Next problem. X square into cos x. D by dx of x square into cos x. So it is one function, second function. So f1 into, it is in the form of f1 into f2. So when we get in the form of f1 and f2, so d by dx of f1 and f2, it means f1 into differentiation of f2 and f2 into differentiation of f1, right? So x square into cos x, so we can write d by dx of x square into cos x is equals to function 1 into d by dx of function 2 plus function 2 into d by dx of function 1, right? Yeah, x square we are writing as it is. D by dx of cos x, I told you d by dx of cos x is equals to what, Amma? Minus sin x plus cos x into d by dx of x square. Again you have to apply d by dx of x to the power of n formula. D by dx of x to the power of n is equal to n into x to the power of n minus 1. So that is why d by dx of x square is equals to 2 into x to the power of n minus 1. 2 into x to the power of 2 minus 1. So this will be equal to 2x, no? So that is why we can write 2x. So here our final answer is minus x square into sin x plus 2x into cos x. Please note it down. Okay. So these are the various steps. So many, if you want so many we can discuss. So if UV method, U by U actually in mathematics students can say this as U by V method, and this can be said to be UV method. U means function 1 can be said to be U, function 2 can said to be V. u v method, u by v method, so like that. Okay. Okay. Right. Next illustration. Yeah. X cube by tan x. X cube by tan x. Five x plus 3 to the power of 9. So x cube by tan x. How can we write? So d by dx of x cube by tan x. First function, second function. Second function into d by dx of first function. Put minus, and first function into d by dx of second function whole divided by square of second function. Square of second function, right? See. So tan x is as it is tan x. D by dx of x cube will be written as 3 into x square. So again we have to use d by dx of x to the power of n formula. N into x to the power of n minus 1. 3 into x to the power of 3 minus 1. Minus x cube into d by dx of tan x. D by dx of tan x secant square x divided by tan square x. Like this. So the value of x cube by tan x, the value of x cube by tan x can be evaluated like this: tan x into 3x square minus x cube into secant square x divided by tan square x. So coming to this problem, see, d by dx of 5x plus 3 to the power of 9. So we know that d by dx of ax plus b to the power of n is equals to na into ax plus b to the power of n minus 1. No? Similarly, we can write d by dx of 5x plus 3 to the power of 9 equal to 9 into 5, 5x plus 3 minus 9 into, whole to the power of 9 minus 1. 45 into 5x plus 3 to the power of 8. Right? So in differentiation, we can do like this. So up to this level, you have to go through. Okay. More than this, actually, you don't need in our physics. See. Yeah. Okay. Right. So next, some important formulas are there. So regarding differentiation, we can discuss up to this, and some basic formulas are there, like a plus b whole square is equals to a square plus b square plus 2ab. Okay. A minus b whole square is equals to a square plus b square minus 2ab. Right. And a plus b whole square minus a minus b whole square is equals to 4ab. A plus b whole square minus a minus b whole square is equal to 4ab. Okay. Right. Suppose if we have a plus b value x and a minus b value as y, so we can write, so if you want a and b values individual, suppose a plus b is equal to x, a minus b is equal to y given to us, but we want individual values a and b. Okay, so in this situation, yeah, you have to take this formula. See, a plus b is equals to x, a minus b is equals to y. So for getting a, so I'm adding these two equations. When I add this b will be cancelled. 2a is equals to x plus y and a is equals to x plus y by 2. I can write a is equal to x plus y by 2. Similarly, yeah, a is equal to x plus y by 2. Right. Put a value. Put a is equal to x plus y by 2 in any one of the equations. We can get another b value, right? So take this equation as 1 and 2, right? So I am putting this a value x plus y by 2 in the first equation. So put a is equal to x plus y by 2 in equation number 1. Okay, what do we get? Please see, x plus y by 2 plus b is equal to x, right? Right. So we want b. So b, you keep b here only. So bring x plus y by 2 to that side. So x minus x plus y divided by 2. So we have to calculate like this. So take LCM. So LCM will be 2, 1 and 2. So one table, this will go in 2 times. So that 2 into x we can write like this. 2x minus this 2 table. In 2 table, this will go in 1 time. So 1 x plus y. So finally, this b is equals to 2x minus x, cm, minus into plus minus, right? Minus into plus again minus. So 2x minus of x plus y can be written as 2x minus x minus y divided by 2. See here, 2x minus x, 2x minus x, 2 times of x minus 1 time of. So if we subtract x from 2x, it will be x, right? So b is equals to x minus y by 2. X minus y by 2. Okay. So actually, you don't need all this explanation. So if a plus b is equal to x, a minus b is equals to y, then what are the values of a and b? A value is, directly we can write a is equal to x plus y by 2 and b is equal to, and b is equals to x minus y by 2. Clear? See, I'm writing this once again. See, so if a plus b is equal to x and a minus b is equals to y, then x then, right, then a is equals to x plus y by 2, b is equal to x minus y by 2. Okay, suppose example, right, an example. Yeah, a plus b is equals to 16, a minus b is equals to 8. A plus B is equal to 16. A minus B is equals to 8. So what are the values A and B? What are the values of A and B? So A is equals to x plus y by 2. B is equals to x minus y by 2. No. So 16 plus A 24, 24 by 2. 16 plus A 24, 24 by 2. It will be equal to 12. 16 minus 8, 8. 8 divided by 2, it will be equal to 4. So, in calculations, this may be we face in any calculations like motion in a straight line, motion in a plane, lessons, in those lessons. So, regularly we use this type of calculations. Okay. And see, after this. A to the power of m into A to the power of n. Same here, A is in the place of base. A is in the place of base, m and n in the base in the place of power. Okay. Place of power. What are they? M and n. M and n. Place of power. The place of base. Place of base A. So here bases are equal. When bases are equal, powers must be multiplied. When bases are equal, powers must be multiplied. So like this. So if we have A to the power of m into A to the power of n, when bases are equal, powers must be multiplied. When bases are equal, powers must be multiplied. A to the power of m into n. A to the power of m into n. Okay. And see. Base A to the power of m whole to the power of n. A to the power of m whole to the power of n. So this can be written as A to the power of m into n. So A to the power of mn. Okay. These both are equal. Actually, if we carefully see, A to the power of m into A to the power of n is equal to A to the power of m into n. Here also A to the power of m into n. But what is the difference in these two? The difference is here two product to A to the power of n, the product of A to the power of m and A to the power of n can be equal to A to the power of m into n. But here base only one, but powers, two powers are there. A power m and whole power n. Okay. And
Sir,
yeah.
I had a doubt. I think a to the power n into a to the power n, it will be a to the power m plus n. Don't you think so?
See, yeah. Sorry, yeah, powers must be added. Sorry. Yeah, A to the power of m into A to the power of n is equals to, sorry, A to the power of m plus n. Yeah, 10 to the power, for example, 10 to the power of 2 into 10 to the power of 8 can be equal to 10 to the power of 10, right? Very good doubt. Huh? So, I wrote little bit wrong. Sorry. Yeah, A to the power of m into A to the power of m to the power of n is equals to A power m into n. So, for example, this 4 to the power of 2 whole to the power of 3. How much? 4 to the power of 3 into 2 into 3. 4 power 6. Okay, right. So when bases are equal, powers must be added. Okay, right. When bases are equal, powers must be added. And in the form of a to the power of m and a to the power of m whole to the power of n, that can be equal to a to the power of mn. Okay. So you have to go through all logarithm we have seen so far in our today's class, logarithmic functions and differentiation functions and some general functions like a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square. Okay. Please go through the pages. Please go back to the pages. Please, if we have any doubt, please you can ask. And I will give you two more questions too. Yeah, two more questions to give. X to the power of 5 into 3x to the power of 4 plus 8x. And the second one is e to the power of 6x plus 3. The third one is x to the power of 4 into cosecant x. Fourth one, e to the power of x divided by secant x. Try these four. Anybody, no problem. Try these four. So this is in the form of exponential. This is in the form of d by dx of x to the power of n, and this is in the form of uv method, and this is in the form of u by v method. Children, are you trying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please try. I'm giving you 2 minutes. Are you catching me? Otherwise, I will be little slow. Otherwise, I will be continuing with this flow.
No, sir, it's okay.
Harshit. Yeah, Harshit, I am asking Sripreeti Sharkar.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I am asking everybody. So if you have any doubt, you have to clear within the class only. So you have to write weekly exams, not definitely. So based upon the running classroom notes, the question paper will be there. Assessment exams will be also there.
We're done.
Yes, sir, it's done.
Are you saying answer?
Sir, the sums are done.
Please come again.
Sir, it's done.
Okay. Answer. Very good. How many of you have done? Okay, what is the answer? Please share with me. So
5x to the power 4
very good.
plus 12x cube
Very good.
plus 8.
Very good. 8. Super. Can I expect answer of any? Sampreet Sarkar? Nana?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, right.
Sir, the second one will be 6 into e to the power 6x plus 3. Second one.
Second one. Oh, okay, right. Second one. 6 into
E to the power 6x plus 3.
Very good. Right. Nice answer. Okay. Harshit. Harshit. This third one and fourth one. So you have to apply UV method and UIV method. UV and so little bit complex, but you have to try. You get as definitely.
Sir, can I tell?
Yeah. Please try. No problem. There is no force. Please try. To your knowledge.
Sir, the third one will be 3x cube into cosec x minus x to the power 4 cosec x cot x.
Yeah, x power 4 into cosecant x
The
Yes,
minus
sir.
x to the power
Mhm.
4.
minus cosecant x into cot x.
Cot x plus 3x cube into cosecant x.
Yeah,
Plus
okay.
4x cube.
Right. Nice. The final one is
E
Huh?
to the power 8 into sec x minus sec x tan x by sec x tan x.
okay. Once again, come again, please. Secant x into
So, sir, I have taken common e to the
secant x
power
into e
8,
power x minus e power x into
e to the power 8 into sec x tan x
very
by,
good divided by
sec x tan x.
secant square x. We have to square. We have to write
Oh.
square of the secant x, not single.
Sir, actually, I have converted the secant x into cos x. One, if we take the reciprocal, it will become cos x, I guess.
Yes. What, Amma?
The reciprocal of sec x equal to 1 by cos x. He is
Yes, sir.
telling that he has converted it.
Is this correct? No.
Sir, actually, I have considered 1 by sec x equals to cos x. And I have used the UV method.
Okay. So final answer will be same, but it is in a different format. It is regarding to UV method. So you can write like that also, no problem. E power x into cos x. You can take UV method. Okay. Actually, if this x value will be in radians or degrees, no. So finally, if you adopt this UV method or UVB method, final answer will be the same. Okay, final answer will be the same. There is
Yes,
no
sir.
difference will be. Okay. So secant x here is there, secant x here is there. So take common secant x1 cancelled out, no? So e power x minus e to the power of x into tan x divided by secant x, right? So if you want, we can more simplify this. That much not needed now. Okay. So you have to go through the notes, running notes. So actually this basic mathematics you will require very much actually. So this differentiation, after this differentiation, we will discuss about integration and we will discuss about trigonometrical ratios, the relation among sine, cos, tan, cosecant, all those. And after this, that actually the knowledge of slope of lines, okay, positive slope, negative slope, so like that. And quadratic equations, actually we have more quadratic equations, so we will discuss in the next class actually. So and percentage, so calculating the percentage of any number in any physical quantity. So calculating is very important. Percentage calculating, actually in our first lesson, error will be there, error, absolute error, okay, most probable error, and percentage error will be actually we will be seeing in our units and dimension lesson +1. It is in the +1. So actually this problems related to percentage error, yeah, will be asked in especially in elasticity lesson, gravitation, and So modern physics. So actually, 25%. 25%. Actually, we have 30 lessons now. So at least 7 to 8 lessons actually have this type of percentage questions. So if you have clearly knowledge in calculating how to calculate the percentage, so you can easily understand the problem. Suppose one cube is there actually. So in measuring length of the side, the percentage error will be 1%. What is the percentage error in value? So like that actually questions will be asked. So if you have the knowledge in calculating percentage and absolute percentage, relative error, relative percentage, so this there actually you can feel very easily. Especially in physics, actually being as a BIPC students, you all actually feel very bored while when you see the problem, when you see the questions including some mathematical functions like this. Actually you have habituated to go through matter like botany and zoology, no? So that is why maybe this may be difficult to you understand, but you have to do. Certainly you will get good marks compared to other students. Okay children, so we will see you tomorrow at the same time.
Thank you, sir.
Hi guys. Okay, within 10 minutes, we are about to start zoological class. Okay, so I'll send you the link on WhatsApp group. Then you can join us back. Okay, so we are just giving 10 minutes break to you all. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much and enjoy the break. Thank you. Bye-bye.